Hello guys, welcome to the very first episode of Studentsdash Spotlight. Here we don't just ask questions, we have honest conversations. I'm going to be your host for today and my name is Doctor of Joy. Here with me I have...
My name is Comr, Kingsley Nnanna.
Comrade Kingsley, welcome to the building, sir. We just have very few questions for you today.
Is that right?
So let's dive right into the questions. So you've made it to final year and you're also a student leader. If you could describe your undergraduate journey in 3 words, what would it be?
It hasn't really been easy, Sha. Let me just use the word growth, determination, and purpose.
Yeah. Purpose. Very, very striking word. Growth, determination, and purpose. I think that is a very good way to describe an undergraduate journey. Yes, for us that we are still undergraduate, I don't know how we can describe it, but we believe that from your perspective, this is what it is.
Definitely.
Okay, and so on to the next question. I'd like to ask, do you think it's possible for a student to work hard and still fail a course?
Yes, there's every possibility.
Why?
For me, speaking from experience, I can see that there is a huge difference between working hard and working smart. So working smart involves being strategic. You understand? Being strategic means doing things that others are doing in a different way.
Way. Okay,
So whenever you're kind of in competition with them, you have an edge.
An edge. Yes, this is very, very true. I've had people testify of having studied so hard and yet they fail the course. In fact, I'm one of them. Actually. So, but yeah, today I'm going to be strategic after today's interview.
You're always welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. So, on to the next question. I would like to ask you, do you think, or if you could speak to a student who just failed a course and is currently thinking, maybe I'm not smart enough, what would you tell them?
I will tell the person that failing a course is not the end of his or her career.
You think so?
Yes. Sometimes it's even normal to fail.
I never thought about that.
To me, I don't know for every other person, but for me, I think sometimes it's even normal you fail. Sometimes it's more better that you even fail in year 1 and pick up from there than failing in final year, which will automatically lead to extra year. So the best thing to tell the student is to comfort the student, help the student to strategize, know what he or she didn't do well when she wrote the course, and re-strategize and put more effort. And also work hand in hand with the lecturer in charge. And also if there's any contradiction, he or she can always reach out to Studentsdash platform. I think I always make use of that platform whenever I don't know what to write, I'm confused. Okay, so the platform has really helped me a lot.
Okay, but do you have any extra?
No.
Okay. That's very nice. You look like a very, very intelligent comrade, so I just had to ask.
I'm telling I've just come smart.
Smart.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So on to the next question. What is one academic habit that separates students who constantly perform well and those who keep struggling? What's that one habit that works for you?
I think it's consistency.
Consistency with what? Going for lectures, reading, or
consistency? That's what I can say. Sometimes let me address the issue right now.
Yes,
just like I said, is consistency.
Okay.
Now consistency means doing things that you have been doing, you understand, over time in the same particular way. That's what, because there are some person that maybe they'll be like, just like when I was in secondary school, we would draft out a timetable that will be reading like this. Maybe after 1 week, you forget about it. But what do you think of somebody that follows this or that timetable? Always coming to lecture, writing quiz, always available. What do you think will happen? So for me, I would say consistency.
Consistency. But do you think consistency always guarantees that?
Yeah, to an extent.
Why they go lecture?
Just like I said, I not only mention going to lecture.
Okay.
Whatever thing you are doing should be consistent in it. If you are going to lecture, always writing quiz, you understand?
Yeah.
There is a high possibility that you pass, except maybe your village people visited that kind of a thing. You understand? Because sometimes
yes sir.
Because you cannot tell me that in a situation where you are coming to lecture frequently from your year 1 to your final year, that familiarity will be there between you and your lecturers. Sometimes they will be like, even if you not right, they'll be like, this girl or this guy is not used to come to school. Let me add something up for him or her. Stuff like that. I do it and it works for me.
Okay, that makes sense actually, because I know consistency is one of the things that helps people actually succeed, not just in academics but all around. So it is a general principle and a rule that works for everything. So thank you so much for that. I would also like to ask, this question I'm about to throw to you now is going to be very, very somehow, but I would love you to answer it honestly. You know, some students say that your CGPA don't matter. So long as you graduate, that it doesn't really matter. What do you think about this? Can you help us clear the air?
For me, CGPA really matters. For you to say that CGPA doesn't really matter is maybe if you have a side hustle or maybe that family connection. But as a poor boy or a poor girl coming from a poor background, you are saying that CGPA doesn't work. It's a lie. You understand? Sometimes we shouldn't allow people to tell us what to do or something like that. Sometimes I believe that everybody is different. Sometimes if you follow what other people are saying, it might not really work out for you. So CGPA really works. You understand? It will always give you an edge. Okay, now imagine in a situation, you know, we don't have only one institution in this Nigeria. We have a lot of institutions, different institutions. So imagine in a situation whereby you enter into an interview hall and you are with somebody like maybe somebody that graduated with first class and you graduated with third class. Even if the person is in a rush and maybe the person is tired to interview people, who do you think that person will recruit? Definitely. So first class always has an edge, even though that Nigeria is in a social way that sometimes we even see people that graduated with first class riding keke some other time, but sometimes we don't use because other people maybe graduated with third class and they are successful and be like you don't want to study because definitely don't know how things might still work out for you.
Yeah, this is very true because I hear this a lot of times, and that is why I decided to throw this question to you, because a lot of people, a lot of students precisely, they feel like, bro, that person will get first class, say, now they ride Okada. With my second class upper, I can back myself a good job.
It does happen. I think I have experience. Like there was one certain time when I was in 200 level that one man came to our school. So he was a very successful man, that kind of thing. He has money. Like when I mean money, he has money. So when he was talking to us, he told us that he graduated with third class. That kind of a thing, but look at him now, he now has money. So I now overheard someone, but that guy was in final year or something. He was like, wow, and I'm here stressing myself when somebody that graduated with third class is already successful. Now I saw the guy, I went into the market the other day, I saw the guy didn't offload. So you see, sometimes things don't really work out the way. So everybody is different. Everybody has their own different ways. Thank you.
Okay, this is very, very, thank you so much for clearing the air so much. In fact, me personally, I am enlightened now, and I am vowing today that I'm going to work on my CGPA. Yes. So yes, on to the next question. So I'd like to ask, for a student rewriting a course, what do you think they should do differently by the next time they go to sit for that course?
Okay, for me, I don't know why I like using the word strategy. But for me, I would just tell the person that he or she should kind of re-strategize. When I mean re-strategize, you will check things that you did previously. You check whether you attended classes frequently, whether you missed any tests, you understand? So when you check all those things, you don't know whether you made any mistake in anyone. So from there, you don't know how to plan forward. You understand? Also meeting your lecturers, make sure that you're kind of consulting them, reaching out to them, familiarizing with them, stuff like that.
Okay, so these are the basic things you think, the strategy.
Yeah, for now. For me.
Strategy. But what if a student doesn't really know how to go about some of these things?
I think that's why they have senior comrades. And that's why they also have platform like Studentsdash platform. I keep emphasizing on it. Studentsdash platform have always helped me a lot. Right from when I was in 200 level. Sometimes I won't even come to class, I'll just sit at home and download class notes and PDFs.
Comrade.
Yeah, sometimes it needs to be stretched. Sometimes that's why I say there's difference between working hard. Sometimes you see people that attend class 247. You see they'll be getting C, D.
Like me.
Then you see somebody that not even used to come to class, the person getting B or A. So that's just it for me.
Okay. You really answered well. So I think every student watching this today that is going to rewrite any course, we have to re-strategize.
Yeah.
Okay. So I added something called quick fire round.
Okay.
Quick. It's like no long explanation. Just be honest. Like just taking a deep breath and let's go for this round.
Okay.
Okay. So early morning reading or midnight reading?
Midnight reading is always the best.
Midnight. Why is it the best for you or generally?
For me, it's the best for me.
Okay.
Like I do most of my activities at night. I reply messages at night.
Okay.
I read at night because that time like everywhere is quiet, like no more distraction. Because you can wake up in the morning and be like want to read, they'll call you, Chukebuka, come and do this thing, stuff like that. So sometimes for you to read without being distracted, I think night is the best option.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean you have to read all night. You understand? Even if it's just 2 or 3 hours, that quiet moment, I think there's not, even if you don't sabi anything, something supposed to enter. You understand?
Okay. So library or reading in your room? Do you prefer to read in the library or it's better off in the room?
For me, when I want to read, I read in my room. But if I want to kind of inquire about something, like make research, I use the library.
Okay, library. So past questions or textbooks? Don't tell me collabo. Is it past questions or textbook?
I will use textbook.
Why? Textbooks. Why?
Yeah, even though it's too punky, but textbook is the best. The reason why I say textbook is the best is that a lecturer can state maybe 60 questions.
Okay.
Maybe out of the previous this thing that you read, maybe it will only be 5 questions, 10 questions that come out.
Okay.
But there's no way you tell me that after reading the textbook that was given to you that more than half of that question will not come out. I believe that the question was set from that textbook, except maybe the lecturer intentionally want to praise our students or maybe want to do something else. But in a normal, textbook is always the best. I don't advise students to focus on past questions because if you want to get more knowledge, you want to research, you want to get, understand, asking questions. Because one time, something I learned in your words, my HOD once told me that if you want to get A, sometimes you give different definitions. So you cannot tell me that you get different definitions in past questions. Past questions will just like to summarize everything for you. And just giving you option. You understand? Okay, now imagine the situation whereby in the past question you see all of the above, none of the above, stuff like that. So how would you answer it if you don't?
To me, sir.
So that I'm just speaking from my own personal experience, you get.
Okay, but what if I'm a student and I can't really afford this textbook at that particular time? Well, I can just go to Studentsdash app and access past questions.
Yeah.
What would you say to me? Should I strive to get these textbooks or just relax and do my past questions?
You have 2 options. Either you go to the Studentsdash platform, even though it's not there is always a way, I believe. You understand?
Yeah.
Then you can also kind of collaborate with any of your friends that maybe that doesn't have the textbook and contribute money and buy textbook. Then if you have any question or anything, you can now reach out to the Studentsdash platform, and I believe that you'll be qualified there.
Okay. You really answered so well. I have just few other questions left that I would like to throw to you because our audience are really eager to hear you speak more. So if you had to give an undergraduate only 3 rules for surviving the university, particularly EBSU Comr, and succeeding academically, what would that be? Just 3 things. I know there are a lot of things in your powers, but 3 of them. 3 strategic rules. Let me use the word strategic.
3. I would say first of all, you need to make sure you attend classes.
Okay.
Yes, attend classes because you don't think that there is no lecturer that doesn't want his student to attend his lectures.
Yeah, definitely.
You understand? So that because I have a lecturer in my department, if you like on exam day, write 6 pages, 10 pages. At first, you just came to his class only 3 times. You will assume, even though you are intelligent, you will assume that it was ASO that used AI, and he will fail you.
But are there chances of students using AIs and phones during the exam period?
Students use it now. Yeah, definitely students use it, but it doesn't really help out.
Okay.
It doesn't really help out because I believe that when you're outside, like once you graduate, you are going out to meet people from other institutions, people that are even more brilliant than you.
Yeah.
So you cannot be using AI to answer them all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's number one, and secondly, the person shouldn't try to create any bad reputation for his or herself. Because once you have this bad reputation, my brother, my sister, you are coming back.
Oh my God.
You are definitely coming back.
I hope I don't have a bad reputation, Sha.
You are definitely coming back. You understand? So that's just it. Okay, I knew of a guy that fought with one of my lecturers. When I was in, I think, 100 level, between 100 level, the guy was in final year.
Okay.
So, but because of how he fought with my lecturers, insulted the lecturers, the guy has not even graduated.
Bad. Wow, up so, till now.
Yeah.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
So that's just it. And thirdly, is for it always seek for other people's guidance.
Yes, because very necessary.
I was a kind of too naive when I was in year one, because I don't have any brother there or any sister there, so I was too naive. So I believe anybody that has someone guiding him, not some of these useless, let me use the word useless or unexperienced senior comrade, that will have something like CF or in their portal, they will be advising you, don't stress yourself, no those kind of a thing. No. Don't look for somebody that is already well experienced, intelligent, that will guide you. Even though the person might have graduated, the person will still be guiding you.
Help you out.
Just like the person I still guiding me is my predecessor, the former governmental predecessor. So she's guiding me in everything. Even she told me that something like next month I will start processing my clearance, so that once I'm done I can serve immediately. So when you have somebody like that, there shouldn't be any problem with all this clearance of it and stuff like that.
Yes, very, very necessary. So, comrade, you mentioned these three things that particularly helped you, and we hope that this will help our audience too as well. Okay, just about right now, we are going to be taking 2 more questions, and that will be it.
So,
you're very safe. Do I look like that? Okay. So, what's the one thing students need to stop doing if they're going to genuinely improve academically?
I need to emphasize on this.
Okay.
I would say procrastination.
Procrastination.
When you procrastinate or more, your own is finished.
Well,
your own is finished. Okay, now imagine a situation whereby, for instance, in Neptune, you have an issue in admin block. You keep procrastinating, so like, I'll go there tomorrow, next tomorrow I'll go there, next week I'll go there. That kind of a thing.
Very bad.
You are finished. Understand? Look like, for instance, in my class now, I think up to, if you're 100, up to 40 or 60% of patients have not even done their year one clearances. All this is because of procrastination. And when you to finally come back,
to be like a flood,
you have to even pay extra charges. So stuff like that.
So procrastination is, I think I really need to look into my life as regards to that, because I think I'm one person that it's not like I like to procrastinate, but sometimes you just have some few things that come up here and there.
Yeah, and I also advise that student that doesn't know how to deal with procrastination, there are sometimes when if you want to judge or make a judgment, you have to look around. There are some students that they're always busy.
Yeah.
They go to work, do this, do that. So sometimes if they come back, they're already stressed out.
True.
So I believe that the best way to do this is to also work with maybe higher comrades that are more experienced than them, or maybe Studentsdash platform. I believe that there is always a solution there.
Platform. Yes, there's always a solution there. So, and then the final question we have on the list is this one you're laughing, comrade.
Who knows what it might be?
No, take a chill pill. So the final question we have on the list is, to the students watching this who have failed the course, has a low CGPA, or simply feeling like they are falling behind everyone else, what would you like them to know? Because at times students are genuinely struggling and they really can't help it at that point. So what would you like them to know?
For me, I think what I was just saying is that exam and all these CGPA just measures their academic performance, not their potentials.
Okay.
You understand? So the only thing I'll just say now, whenever you fail, always try to do what? To buckle up and to continue. I think in the university, somebody that has maybe something like 2 or 3 F, maybe first semester and 3 F in second semester, I think that person still has the probability of graduating. So the worst thing that can ever happen to somebody is maybe when you feel like it's over for me, I cannot continue with this thing, school is not for me, you drop out. It's not the best option. School is not just for you to get a degree, it's just there to do or to train you, to equip you, because you definitely don't know where you find yourself tomorrow.
Yeah,
so that's just what I would say. They shouldn't give up. They should keep struggling.
They should keep struggling.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm trying to make some improvements.
Okay, yeah, but I understand the part of struggling. So I have this very last thing I would like to ask. How have you been able to cope in EBSU from 100 level to final year? Because a lot of students need to hear your testimonial. How have you been able to cope? Because me like this, I'm not coping, sir. I'm not coping. So how have you been able to cope?
Is it working? Is it in academic?
It choke a lot of things. Generally, both your academics, both the way you're managing to live. How have you been able to cope?
Because first of all, everybody is different. I'm just saying for myself.
Okay.
First of all, I tried not to kind of isolate myself.
Isolation.
Well, I'm not trying to kind of boast, but I think whatever situation or problem I have in EBSU now or challenge, I think I know people that can help me or assist me in it.
So you're connected?
Somehow, partially. You understand?
Comrade, just say you're connected.
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Okay.
Not in a legal way, like legal people that can assist you, that kind of a thing.
Okay.
So, and again, it's God. You understand? So once, if you whatever you are doing, if you don't put God first, it's not going to work out.
Well, you should put connection first before you go.
Yes, well, let me see. I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm not reading from my
okay,
phone.
that's okay, yeah.
So whatever you are doing, you should put God first. Because that's where grace comes from.
Preach on, pastor.
That's where God's grace passes everything.
Yeah.
You can even isolate yourself and still be passing whatever you are doing. You'll be like, what is this guy using video? What? Know that is grace.
Okay.
So that's just the thing.
This has been a very, very wonderful section, ladies and gentlemen. And personally, I have been so enlightened by everything that Comrade Kingsley said to us. For every student watching this, do not give up, just like our comrade rightly said. Whatever struggle you're facing in school, academically, whatever it may be, do not give up. And also, do not always forget to reach out to Studentsdash. Our app is available. You can chat us up. Anyhow, just find way, reach out to Studentsdash, and you mostly get guidance, and we believe that your academic journey is going to be a success. Thank you so much, Comrade, for we are so that's quite something. We are so excited that we had you here today. I would like to have you next time, Comrade. Thank you so much.
You're always welcome.